Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of everybody's favorite fantasy football podcast. Hashtag I'm with Bozo. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. We are going through the fantasy football season with our greatest friend, the Bozo boy, Eric Gordon, throughout the whole year. That's why the league is named hashtag I'm with Bozo. Today, we have a very special guest. Been in the upper echelon of the season so far.
Struggling.
Going back to the old SL SLOSH SHOOTER days. Good buddy of mine, Cory Carlson.
What up, G?
How we
What
doing,
up?
brother?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm hanging in there. Got to play a little bit of golf today. Shot a
Dude, it's fucking
46.
freezing out.
Oh, no, man. Once it got to be 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I was like, all right, where can I play some golf at today? Played Kensington, shot a 46 on the front, baby.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
You could easily beat Bozo himself, so that's good.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he can't get off the tee, so yeah. Well, how's life been? I did not get to see you at the draft party as I couldn't make it. Lindsay keeping you in line, I'm assuming.
Absolutely. I mean, pretty busy with the little ones, so.
That was my next question. Yeah, how they doing? You ready for number 2 or what?
Yeah, well, the little one, she's going to be 11 months in 5 days, next week, Wednesday.
Nice.
And then we're expecting 2 more.
Twinsies, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a little hot soup here on a Thursday. That's what's up.
Twins. Yep.
Do you
Boy, girl.
know the gender yet by chance? Are they the same, different?
Boy, girl.
Wow. That's sweet. That's going to be tight.
Yeah.
Got to get them
It's gonna be
golfing,
crazy.
bro. Got to get them golfing.
Volleyball.
There you go. Big advocate for that. Definitely. That's what's up. That's exciting. Very exciting news.
Yes,
For
sir.
those that don't know, Cory's team name is hashtag Tiger King. And I know I didn't put this on the docket for today, but what was the mindset behind the team name for this year?
Pretty straightforward. I got Joe Burrow, Tiger King himself from LSU, so I mean it's pretty straightforward.
So you just named your team after your quarterback.
Yeah.
All right. No, I mean, I feel it. I feel it. I like it. I mean, obviously it's been working, so that's what's up. I do miss the old days of. Remember when we used to go to the SLMS and play football with your brother and everybody else?
That was a long time ago.
Long time ago. That was like 15 years ago. A long time ago. I miss that. That was fun. We used to do that. We did that 2 or 3 years in a row, I think, didn't we?
Yeah. That was crazy. That was back before we knew what we were doing.
Yeah, true. Very true. It was fun though. How's the golf game been this year? You been getting out at all or what?
A little bit. It's tough. Not as much as I used to since the child.
Yeah, that makes sense. I figure that would be the case with needing to be around more often.
Yeah.
Gotta cut out
Thankfully,
some
Lindsay at
golf.
least
Gotta
let
cut
me
out some
go
other
on
things.
our golf trip.
Yeah, so I actually, I heard it was good. I mean, I hear about it every year. I don't ever get an invite to it, but I hear it's good. It looks fun. Every year I
always a
see it
good
on
time.
Facebook.
I
It
won't
looks
try
fun.
and rub it in.
I mean, you're good. It is what it is. I mean, I know you guys got your crew. I go on one too, so it is. It is what it is.
Well, you can petition right now if you would like, because I'm probably not going next year, considering I'll be having twins in March. So you can
Looks
start your
like
petition to take my
there's an
spot for
open
a year.
spot. There you go. Yeah. Well, who runs it?
I mean, actually, this one Nick puts together. So
Sark. Okay, tight. So I just gotta message Sark Daddy and tell him I'm in for Cory's spot. Then is what it sounds like.
Well, I mean, I guess if I want to, at the end of the show, I could say, Sarks, you're up, and you just ask him next week.
Oh, if that's what we're doing, a little foreshadowing, who knows?
Yep.
Who knows? All right, enough about life. Let's get down to what everybody cares about, and that is the fantasy footballing. Okay, so obviously going into this offseason, we had some changes with the whole 3 keepers now, 2 IR spots. Let me know what, I guess at this time, Tiger King is thinking for the draft, where you got your spot with your keepers. What were you thinking you were trying to do?
Well, with my draft, it was actually pretty easy because I didn't have anyone that I could get good value late in the draft. So I just took studs early and kept mixing Burrow and Marquise Brown, which, I mean, no one would have guessed he would be hurt for 6 to 8 weeks, but he was still a stud before he got hurt.
So you had the 11th pick. You kept Burrow in the 5th, obviously. You kept Mixon in the 2nd. So going into your first pick, you had to take the best running back available, or what were you thinking with your first pick? Obviously, you had a first-round pick, which majority of people, I feel like so far, didn't have a first-round pick. So you got to choose the cream of the crop, maybe. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There was a few people before
6, 7. So you had 7 picks before you, and you were picking 11th. So 4 people kept people in the first round. You had this pick. Were you just thinking best running back available?
I was thinking I was taking Quan, or if Quan was taken, I was taking the best wide receiver.
Okay, so obviously got to your pick. He was available. You took your guy. That's what's up.
I mean, probably since the middle of summer, once you start focusing on training camp, I was high on Quan the whole time.
I agree. I mean, he was due for a bounce back season.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you have your running backs and your quarterbacks in order. So pick 3, 4, and 6. I would think you'd be going wide receiver heavy. You did with 2, but you also took Russell Wilson in the 4th. Obviously, that hindsight's 2020. That came back to bite you, but at the time it was a good pick. But with the whole Cortland Sutton pick and the Rashad Bateman, was there anybody else on your radar that maybe could have been a better pick?
Well, maybe over Rashad Bateman, right? No one would have guessed Russ would be this cooked. That's
True.
Bad.
Yeah, I agree.
He's bad.
Just lost his eyesight.
Yeah. But with the Rashad Bateman pick, possibly a few people.
I mean, let's see.
No, DK was before.
So you took Cortland Sutton in the 3rd round. DK Metcalf got drafted in the 4th round. So you could have taken him.
I could have. I'm still high on Cortland.
I
even
feel
with Clipped Russ.
So you were maybe going for a double dip.
That's right, double dip.
I don't disagree. I see it because I go for double dips when I can, when it's justified.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, after the Rashad Bateman pick, the only person that even looks T. Higgins was a keeper.
Right.
So
I guess you already had Marquise Brown too, so you didn't need to go too wide receiver heavy.
Yeah. Was Devontae Smith a keeper?
Yes, in the 8th round, value for KG.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were probably a little limited on your pick.
Yeah, if you go through and look at who was actually taken after, even though Rashad Bateman was hurt for a while, not that bad. Maybe D-Hop, but don't want to risk sitting there for a 6 game and no suspension, but it would be nice now that Brown's hurt. So, actually, one guy that I found, because Jalen Waddle was a keeper, but right after that, Christian Kirk. That would be the only person.
Yep. who, I mean, he's had an up and down season. I actually got offered a trade in my other league. Sorry, I'm bringing this up because I know you hate it, but got offered a trade for Christian Kirk. It was Christian Kirk and a running back for Justin Herbert, and I was like, nah, I'll let that slide.
Is it a one
He had
QB league?
Yes, it is. It's a one QB. I have Justin Herbert and I have Tua as my backup, but I couldn't let that fly because, granted, Christian Kirk would probably be a wide receiver one on my team, but I have Michael Pittman and I have Chris Godwin and I have Tyler Boyd with now Jamar Chase being out. So it's like I don't really need another wideout. So it's like, why would I help his team when he's not really helping my team?
Yeah.
So I just kind of declined it.
Not now that Jamar Chase is out 4 to 6 weeks, you golden.
I mean, what's funny is
golden for that
the league that I
this
have him
league.
in here as one of my keepers.
Yep.
Thank God my trade went through. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, I'm sure.
We probably shouldn't talk about trades tonight because
I mean, whatever. It's we'll just keep the ball rolling here. We're moving on right up to your previous 4-week/5-week matchups going into the season. So obviously your draft went strong. You had a good draft for what you were given, I would think. You were very excited about the team. And we go into week 1.
Hot start. Killed it.
Little hot start here for the boys. Sorry, I'm clicking back through everything.
No worries. I welcomed Ely to the league.
Yes, you did.
Even though he's got a better record than me now, so don't mean shit.
Yeah, but you come out, you put up 152. So basically, it was just start everybody I drafted high, right? I mean, Joe Burrow, Courtland Sutton, Malcolm, Marquise Brown, Bateman, Barkley, Mixon. Irv Smith got you a 0. Didn't expect that.
And I still beat him.
I know, right? Russell Wilson got 19.
So yeah, his best game of the fucking year.
Yeah, literally. Not a bad little start to the season for Tiger King. So we're moving into week 2. You're playing recuperated.
Got crushed.
You're projected to win 154 to 141. This is where I think the downfall of Russell Wilson started against Houston.
He struggled.
Picked up a different defense. You had Tennessee. You picked up the Giants.
Worked out.
12
points.
12 points is always good from a defense. You were technically -1 in that category on the week. Obviously Bateman's best week of the season. It's funny because you got a lot of guys you shouldn't have. I feel like you shouldn't have lost the way your team played. 18, 19, 12, 20, 11, 11, 13, 13, 7, 12. Like you had one guy in single digits. That usually gets the dub, but you went up against that
Tyreek
crazy
Hill.
game with Tyreek Hill getting 42 and his guys just doing enough. It's one of those games where it's like hurts your points against, gives you an L.
You mean helps your points against?
I mean, no, because you put up 140 and you gave up 152, so it hurts your points against because you put up a lot of points, but you gave up a bunch.
I mean, technically, you don't give up anything because you're not playing defense. But I look at points against as a good stat. If you're high in points for and points against, you're just having rough weeks.
You want to be low in points against.
Well, you want to be low in points against. That means you get more wins. But if you're high in points against and you're high in points for, like I am, just having some bad matchups.
I mean, you would have beat. Well, I guess you wouldn't have beat that many other teams this week. You would have only beat 1, 2, 3. You would only have 4. You would only beat 4 other teams, which I mean, that's a pretty good scale.
It's half the league.
Yeah, well, it's close. It's 12 teams. You would have beat four of them.
Honestly, early on in fantasy, everyone was scoring a shit ton, and everyone's come down to earth lately.
I have noticed this season's been very odd with the way points have been going, with people not producing or random people that have been producing. So we're moving into week 3. You're going up against the old Malinchak, projected to be a barn burner, a 1-point ball game, basically. And coming out of the gate, I mean, it had that. It had Burrow with 29. It had Sutton with 17. Marquise Brown with 28. Barkley with 22. There's just the bottom half of your lineup.
Fucked me. Russell Wilson cooked.
Yep. Mixon only got 6. Wilson only got 9. I mean, your defense didn't help you by getting minus 10.
Yes. It would be closer if I didn't have minus 10.
So are you just streaming different defenses every week? Because we're 3 weeks in, you have 3 different defenses. You just streaming matchups or what?
I was early on, but I'm not anymore. I've had the Pats for probably 4 or 5 weeks now.
Since they played the Lions, probably?
Yep.
Makes sense. Not a bad choice. I mean, I guess, yeah, you went up against Lamar, who had 47. I mean, that doesn't really happen too much. Another one of those, I mean, you didn't put up crazy amount of points, but you would have beat a lot of other teams. You would have beat me, player I played. That's 2, 3, 4. You would have beat another 4 other teams. So, I guess your points for so far haven't been the worst going through the first 3 weeks. Moving on to week 4, you got a matchup against your boy, projected to be a win for you on a little bit of an 11-point projection win. Your guys came out and put the hammer down, it looks like.
I mean, looks like good old Russ Wilson did.
Wilson with 31, Mixon with 17, Barkley 18. I had Jefferson with 31, Murray with 26, Jamal Williams with 23. I did enough to beat a lot of other teams. So, like you've been saying, points for thing is good. I would have beat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other teams.
You would have beat all but 3 other teams.
1, 2, 3.
Oh no, you would have lost to Don Wire
4.
by 0.5.
I know, right? Yeah, 6, 7. Oh yeah, 8. Damn, I would have. See, so that's one of those like just carry me along games for me. So obviously, I thought I had enough to do it. Just so far in the first 4 weeks, you've managed to stay away from the injury bug for the most part. So far, everybody's been healthy. Looks like you've been running the same team out there. Not too much strategy, I feel like, matchup playing going into it.
Nope, haven't had to match up. Because the only person I think who got hurt was Bateman, so I just had to play Ayuk.
So then, yeah, you're moving into your week 5 matchup. Cuddy Sark, you're projected to win by 7. Took one on the chin here. Lost by 28.
Bad beat. Just a bad beat.
I mean, another disappointing Russell performance. Your tight end only got 1. Ayuk only got 8. Obviously, if Russell struggles, Cortland's going to struggle. That's a tough double dip to be running like now, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's your thoughts on like another wide receiver besides Sutton?
If anyone wants Russ, they can have him.
Do you want to maybe make a trade for another wideout or something, or
he'll get his?
Who?
Sutton will get his still.
Taking them L's, baby. You don't need any more of those. So we're moving along. You're playing the Bozo King himself in week 6. You projected a stalemate, 1-point matchup. You just kind of came out and laid the wood down. Did what you needed to do.
With a negative defense, too.
Right? -6 again. You see, you are just streaming defenses. I mean, I guess until now, yeah. Wilson with 15, not entirely bad.
That's
Barkley
bad for a
18.
QB.
So you've just been running the same squad every week.
Gots to. Have to when the QBs are so short.
Wishy-washy, I guess.
No, short numbered because we got people with 5 QBs on their team.
Who?
So the Red Rocket has 5 QBs on his team. Actually, the Red Rocket has 6 QBs on his team. Just so.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. Interesting.
It's
funny. I'm in another league where they
Cuddy
set
Sark
up
with 4.
They set a player limit on how many people you can have on each. Maybe that could be a new hashtag on with Bozo rule change next year. Ooh wee! I already got a list started, Igor. Don't you worry, buddy.
I mean, if there isn't a rule change, my draft strategy will be entirely different next year.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I mean, we'll make it known. So we're chugging right along in the season. I know this is the only episode 4 or 5 of this season, but we're going into week 7. We're playing Duncan. Everybody knows Duncan's one of the best guys in the league. Always is. Knows his shit.
Duncan is good.
You're projected to blow him out, and then you get blown out. Even with Joe Burrow going for 45.
Yeah, I mean, I just had the bad Denver fucking team again.
Yeah. Well, you decided to pick up the quarterback from Denver, the backup, Ripon, because Russ was hurt, right?
Yes, Russ was hurt.
So it was just like next man up type
mentality,
I guess, at that point, or you didn't think to pick anybody else up?
Well, I tried to go get Taylor Heineke, but Ely had gotten him already, so I didn't really have a choice. And I knew Ely just took the guy to screw me over.
Hoard him
the next day.
Damn.
Well, not the next day, but the next week.
I mean, maybe it might not have been necessary just to screw you over. Who knows? Maybe he'll be on here eventually. He can say his piece.
Wasn't Ely already on?
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Well, if he makes the playoffs, we'll have him on again.
I mean, I said his team was the worst, and he above me in standing, so you never know.
You never know. The old circus tents in full action, baby. Yeah,
he's probably
Mahomes
laughing at all of us with his Ken Walker pick.
I mean, it's
no, that was a bad pick.
I mean,
he couldn't have thought that Rashad Penny would get hurt, and then Ken Walker gets to step in like that.
Hey, it's like drafting any backup in the late rounds. I guess he took him earlier than he should have, but
correct. If it was like a 9 or 10 round, no one would even question him.
Can't knock it though. It's working out. That's just Michigan State blood. Big matchup this weekend for the old State boys, huh?
Yeah. I don't really care. I'm not a fan of either one, but I'm pretty sure
a Boilermaker. We know.
Gonna blow them out.
I hope so. That'd be tight. All right, so we're chugging right along here, going through the season. We're looking up to week 8, which is the matchup for you this week. You're playing C-Raj, who changed his name to Ass and TDs, which, whatever, it's a style. It is what it is. Kind of looks like
he wanted to do that because Tampa Tom sucks.
Yeah, he only got 2. Well, he's got 2 points currently live action. Ooh. So you're starting Russ. Dawson Knox is a pickup.
I mean, did you
Robinson's
not see Russ
pickup.
Is ready to roll? He was doing high knees on the plane to London.
T. Higgins is a pickup, right? You got a couple pickups this week.
T. Higgins was a trade.
Okay.
Which actually worked out in my favor because I got T. Higgins the week after Marquise Brown went on IR.
Okay.
And I also got Brian Robinson at the same time.
Interesting. I was going to, we could talk transactions here in a minute.
Give up Mixon.
That's what I was going to say. I don't see Joe Mixon on your team anymore. So you traded Mixon.
Traded Mixon for T. Higgins and Brian Robinson.
Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. We got some hot soup over here in the circus tent. Transactions aplenty over here. Right. So obviously it's full steam ahead. Ayuk, Higgins, Sutton, Barkley, Robinson. What's the theory behind Robinson? I mean, doesn't he play behind Gibson?
No. Robinson starts. Gibson just gets all the third down passing back.
And then Dawson Knotts is just a streaming tight end or what?
Yeah, he's just a streaming tight end for the week until Chargers come back from the bye.
Okay. You're currently a 43% underdog. I'm praying for the best for you. I mean, we got a 3-4 versus 2-5, so it's 7 versus 10. You should be able to pull it out. Burrow, this is always a tough game for Burrow. Cleveland, notoriously, has been tough.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, really for him and for me to know, it all falls on the game tonight. If Tampa Tom has been Tampa Tom late,
yeah,
he's gonna be struggle busting. Tampa Tom actually finds it, then he might be okay.
Yeah, it's funny. I got Godwin, and apparently he's not doing shit. All right, Ty. So what's it going to take for the Tiger King to get to the playoffs / back to the playoffs if he's ever made it?
I'm pretty sure I've made the playoffs.
I'm just, talking.
Hypothetical. I am a champion of the league. Let's not forget. The inaugural champion.
Should be back-to-back, right? Technically, from Fat Stacks.
Yeah, I mean, it changed the league name, so I'm okay with it.
Yep, I feel you.
But, I mean, the only thing for me is if Russ could figure out how to get uncooked, I'd be fine.
I don't know what it is, man. His vision, something's messed up. I don't know.
What is it with all the old fucks? Fucking Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, it's usually their shoulders or their arms.
They all seem to be cooked this year.
Right? Something's going on. Something's in the water. Okay.
Got that live action game going. Let's go.
What do you got?
I got the Ravens Bucks on one, Vatek NC State on the other.
Ooh, the old hot soup.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's talk transactions. Mainly, we're gonna get into the trade talks. We can talk about pickups, whatnot, if you want. I don't really see too many insane pickups that have happened, but there's been a little action on the trade wire this year. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades go down. Wow. Give me
have half of them been between Down Wire and EZ?
So I got Down Wire and EZ for 1, Aston TV's Book of Ely for 1, Down Wire and Igor for 1, Down Wire and EZ for 2, Tiger King, Mayor of Pity City for 1, Down Wire and the Lord again for 2, and then Splash-tastic and Mayor of Pity City for 1.
Wow, Duncan must be a friendly guy.
Yeah, I mean, I was calling neighbor L, so I mean, it's always friendly, but it's kind of, I mean, so their first trade, the Aaron Rodgers Tua trade, I talked about it with EZ. Pretty fair trade.
I would agree. I have no ill will about that trade.
Also, the Austin Eckler Dalvin Cook trade. Obviously, you're trading stud for stud.
Yep, don't mind it. Coin flip of who you want.
Jeff Wilson Jr. for Taysom Hill. So I think
that's a friendly neighbor Al coming to, hey, my guy's hurt this week. Can you help me out?
Yep, that's what I was thinking too. Agreed. I agree. So then you have the second trade between EZ and Downwire, which is Marcus Mariota for James Robinson.
Which another friendly neighbor Al coming to help.
Yeah, but also it's an actual legitimate trade though because they're about the same caliber player. I feel like they both have high upside. Like they got a high ceiling with also a low floor though. You know what I mean? So it's like they can get you 20 or they can get you 5.
So I would just want
Either
to ask down Wire, why did he need a fourth QB then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe it was friends befriending. See, little collusion.
If it was
That ain't a hashtag I'm a bozo year without any collusion. That might be it right there.
I mean, if it wasn't for the fourth QB, then I probably wouldn't have questioned it. Maybe he just needed some depth. But I also think that same week, EZ needed some help because his number one, which is Jonathan Taylor,
Was down.
was down.
Huh. Interesting. Because I wonder if Marcus Mariota is better than the other 2 quarterbacks that he had on his team. If he was going for 4 quarterbacks, he obviously had 3 other ones. He was playing 1. He had 2 other ones. I wonder if Mariota was
Not
better than
even
the other
close.
2. Who are
Go
they?
look
I don't
at
even know. I haven't even looked.
Justin Herbert, Pat Mahomes, and
Oh,
Tua.
yeah, it's collusion.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
In
then we get to the trade with you, where you traded Joe Mixon, T. Higgins, Brian Robertson Jr. Obviously, you're
yeah,
just trying to strengthen your team there, obviously.
just wanted a little bit more wide receiver depth.
Yep. Which he's obviously a strong wideout.
Yeah,
It's probably the
especially
third.
well, the third.
Robinson? Don't they got Curtis Samuel and Terry Scary Terry?
Oh, yeah. Brian Robinson's.
So I'm saying Robinson's probably Washington's. Oh, he's a running back. Never mind. I thought he was a wideout. Sorry.
That's why I thought you were mentioning T. Higgins. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's number 2.
Don't they have a second running back other than Gibson that they use besides him?
No. I mean, since Gibson has been demoted, he's taken all the third down work. Before it would have been J.D. McKissick, but not anymore.
Okay, yeah, J.D. McKissick. He was the other one. Okay, so then we're moving to a very sketchy trade. Marcus Mariota and Herbert to Igor for Jalen Hurts.
I don't think sketchy.
I mean,
Eric had to. Jalen Hurts is easily really good. Eric had to, like Igor had to, because he had no QBs. He wouldn't have had another QB. He would have been starting some running back or wide receiver.
okay, what's wrong with that? Jalen Hurts is one of the best quarterbacks in the league this year, and Herbert is currently not.
Yeah, so you give up the best quarterback for 2 mid-round quarterbacks. Dude, if you don't start 2 quarterbacks in our league, you're a fool.
I mean, I almost started 4 wide receivers this week because I would have had Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin instead of Justin Fields in my flex. Put him on the bench.
No, that's foolish.
Why?
Because quarterbacks have such a higher upside
But
than any
Jamar
other
Chase
player.
and Justin Jefferson and DJ Moore have been better than all of my not all of my quarterbacks, but better than my
have 3
my second quarterback.
spots, and you get to start 3 wide receivers.
And Chris Godwin has also been better than Justin Fields has been. So it's like, well, with Jamar Chase being hurt, it's obviously an easy play now. But like prior to today, I was sitting a second quarterback. Let's see how that's actually worked out
has
for.
had double the points of Chris Godwin this year.
Let's see how that worked out for Igor. He played what is that, week 8? No, week 7. So they just did that trade. And it worked out in this week. And Igor got his fucking ass kicked. 183 to 118. Interesting. Guess you got to do what you got to do, right? Steer the ship. But that's why you don't trade the best quarterback in the league. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. He's been the best quarterback in the league so far.
Yeah, he's definitely, well, him or Josh Allen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tom Brady, not a touchdown.
Oh. Let's go back to this. Back to this. Uh-oh. I didn't like the trade when I saw it. It is what it is. Then you got my trade. Clyde Edwards-Helaire and DJ Moore for J.K. Dobbins. So this trade, it shows it got accepted on the 23rd, which is 4 days ago, which is Sunday.
Yes.
I was pretty sure that Ryan sent me this trade on Monday.
Well, that's impossible considering it got accepted on Sunday.
Of last week. Or maybe it was Thursday of last week. I don't know. I can't recall what day it was. I don't know. I thought it was early in the week before JK was hurt, because I think he sent it to me early, and then I woke up on Tuesday, and then I went to work, and I saw it on my app, and I was like, oh, I have a trade. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, shit, let me accept it. So I accepted it, and then I think that day is when JK got hurt in practice, and then went the next day on Wednesday and was ruled out for the time that he's out.
Well,
because I was able to play everybody. It got processed. I think it went through on like Tuesday or whatever. And then it got processed by that Sunday. So I could have played DJ Moore and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which I did play Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I didn't play DJ Moore. But he had a whole 12 hours to take it back.
So,
plus JK wasn't hurt yet, I'm pretty sure, when I accepted the trade. So
we'd have to go back and see. I mean, based on good old email here, you accepted the trade on Friday. Because Friday we got the email to go vote on the trade.
Interesting. That's what I mean. I don't know what day it was. I opened it up. I saw it there. I said, fuck, this guy sent this to me. I'm for sure accepting this.
Must have been Friday, because that's when we got the email.
Tight. That works for me. I don't know.
Y'all bozos.
I mean, why would he send it to me if he knew that was already a thing? Actually, you know what? Let me see here. Because if I pull up his... Let's see.
On the computer, can you go back to see more than the last 3 updates?
So I have Friday 11:57 a.m. J.K. Dobbins won't play in Week 7 against the Browns. As expected, after 3 straight missed practices, Dobbins will give way to a combination of Kenyon Drake and Justin Hill and possibly Gus Edwards. He's activated from the pup before the game. Not even giving a single bit of practice makes Dobbins' injury look even enough to leave him questionable for Week 8, which is last week, or this week. So, no, I don't think I do.
Ooh, this is going to be a tough to sell. So, we got the email from Yahoo Fantasy on October 21st at 11:22 a.m. to go review your trade.
Which is 30 minutes before this update came out.
Ooh, that is fair. Actually, no. I think the trade is actually fair now going through it. Because the email was at 11:22. It wasn't until 3:20 p.m. that we were told he was out 4 to 6 weeks.
And I accepted the trade.
Maybe a week. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we just went through all the proof. Sorry, dog.
See? Sorry, dog. We tried. We tried to prove it false, but it ain't. It ain't. It didn't actually. Well, okay. So for the week that I had the guys, I didn't start DJ Moore. I should have, because Michael Gallup got me 0 and DJ Moore got me 17 on my bench. And I started Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who only got me 9, and I should have started Antonio Gibson, who got me 19, but I still ended up winning, so it is what it is currently.
Yeah.
But moving forward, obviously, that kind of sucks. All right, we got to the point where it's time for Mr. SL SLOSH SHOOTER to give me his top 6 finishers for the hashtag I'm the Bozo Fantasy Football League.
All right. Well, in no particular order.
They never are.
I'm going to go with Mike Malinchak, who honestly I think has one of the best teams.
I mean, he's got beat, though, I think. Didn't he? Oops.
I mean, maybe you beat him. Thanks for beating him.
I did.
But arguably, he still has one of the best teams, especially with Christian McCaffrey going to the 49ers now.
I mean, we'll see. The dude's still a piece of fucking glass.
Yeah. Downwire, Duncan. I'll go with Ryan, Mayor of Pity City.
Fat trade he just did. It's going to get him in there.
Yep. I'll go with myself. That's 4.
2 more.
I honestly can't believe I'm going to say this, but I do believe Ely could make the playoffs now with Kenneth Walker. Crazy. Because he gets Kenneth Walker, plus he gets Tyler Lockett, who's the wide receiver 1 for 4 to 6 weeks now.
Yeah, if Geno can throw the ball.
True. And then the last person, which right now to me it's kind of a toss-up, is I'm just going to put in the Lord based on points scored.
Wow. Yeah, because that's how it goes, right? The 6th spot, regardless of record, is just points scored, right?
No.
Whoever has the most points gets the 6th spot if they're not in it, right? Because of the whole Blake thing. Isn't that a thing?
No.
Didn't we change that rule?
Not at all.
I thought the last playoff spot was whoever had the most points for if it was a tie.
No.
Or something.
No. I'm pretty sure most points scored overall just gets like $100.
Huh. Tight. Good. I like that. That's how it should be.
This year the league's a lot closer than in years past. So points scored is going to mean a lot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everyone is within. I mean, top to bottom within 3 games, which is close. But Eric and Mike, who are on the Eric and Mike, who are on the outskirts at 3 and 4, are only 2 games back of 1 and 2.
Right.
Duncan and Ryan. So.
Yeah. It's a very tight-knit group you got right there. Trying to find my way back into it. I was the top, and now I was in 1st, and then 3 weeks later, I was in 10th. Oops. Yeah, it is what it is, man. That's fantasy football, you know?
Yes, sir.
All right. We've made it to this part where everybody loves this part of it because we're in Michigan, and we're allowed to legally gamble on football, and it's great. Let me get hashtag Tiger Kings. I'm with Bozo. Lock of the week.
All right, let me get into my official pick center here called BetMGM.
Ooh.
First, I'm going to give a lock of the NBA season that you actually might be able to get it better now than the start of the season, like some of us did. But I would go with Pistons over 28.5 wins.
It was 29.5 when I was able to get it.
Ooh.
Went up 1. It's probably after the first game.
Yep. Yeah, and now they're on a 4-game losing streak, so you might be able to get it pretty good. But my actual lock of the week this week is, sadly, I don't know, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to take Michigan minus 21.5.
Wow. Oh, you hate Michigan, dude.
But it's a lock, so the state is so bad this year.
They are so bad. If their defense doesn't show up at all, it could be
a blowout because.
But if their defense does show up, it could be
closer.
Not good for Michigan. Yeah.
I don't think so, dude. Their offense is so bad. It's bad.
For the record, for what it's worth, we have a side bet in the league that involves you and Easy. That
and Easy's homeboy.
Yes. Is that better record after the playoffs?
Best record to end the season.
Yep. Best record to end the season. How much is on that again?
I'm not sure, but I have it with both Easy and Ely.
Yes. Yeah.
Ely was just there to protect his boy.
Cory, Rydog, and Kevin. $100 bet with Cory that Easy has a better record than Cory. Easy has the same bet.
Ryan and Kevin.
Oh, no. Sorry. That was the bottom three.
Oh.
That was Ely's bottom three. Was Cory, Rydog, and KG. And then he has a $100 bet with Cory that Easy has a better record than Cory.
Wow. Damn, yep. Ely put me in the bottom three? That's some
disrespect. He did. He also hit his lock of the week. He took the over of the Seattle-Detroit game.
Oh, yeah. That's a good bet.
He hit that one. Easy was the most recent lock of the week, which was the 49ers minus 5.5, which was against...
that was just last... Oh, no, that's
I think it was
2 weeks
the
ago.
week before. Let me see.
Yeah. I'm a little late.
I've been doing a little late to the party on the podcast, too. Easy was on week 1. So I think he took them the week they played the Panthers, I think. October 9th, I think that was. Maybe not. I have to look. Because if it was that week, they didn't win. But if it was the week they played last week, they smoked it. So I'll have to look into that.
Yep.
All right. Who's the bottom feeders? Who's eating at the bottom of the seat?
That's pretty easy, actually. Blake with his Red Rocket. He's a bottom feeder. EZ, not Ely. EZ is a bottom feeder.
Reigning champ, huh?
Reigning champ will be a bottom feeder.
Only 2-time champ. Look at that.
Only 2-time reigning champ to go straight to the bottom.
Oops.
And then Cuddy Sark, he'll also be down there at the bottom.
And the old bottom feeders. Nice. I like it. All right. Well, we've gotten to the part of the show, Cory. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I know you got a kid at home and everything's going on. We got to the part of the show where we get to pick the next guest. And for those that don't follow along at home and haven't been following along at home since last season, when you get picked, you have to tell me when you can do it. So when you tell me when you can do it, that's when I know you watched the episode prior to you being called. That's when I know you watched the episode. So when you watch the episode, you text me and you tell me what day works best for you to do the podcast. For those that don't know, now you know. So, Cory, who we got for next week?
We needed that major clarification.
I know we did.
But next week, I'm stuck between two people.
Ooh.
That might be a surprise for a few.
Ooh.
I actually want to either have the Wizard come on and hear what he has to say, or I want to have Bozo's older brother,
Ooh,
Kevin,
the old KG in the kitchen.
Only because I want Kevin to come on while his team's actually doing good, because he always sucks, and at least he's up
It's got
there
something to talk about.
Yeah. So I'm going to take Kevin.
KG. Nice. I love it. He'll be excited. I know he will. He always is excited to get on here.
Yeah. And he'll have something to talk about other than his team sucks, and got to look forward to the draft next year.
Yep. He'll be able to talk about potentially getting into the playoffs. Who knows?
Yep.
Cory, as always, I appreciate the time. It was a great night. You stepped into the tent. You brought a little heat, not too much. I thought it was going to be a little more because you like to chirp in the group text, but we'll let it be. Hopefully, I see you again at the end of the season when we do the playoff things.
I'll be there.
I hope so, bro. I hope I'm right there with you. You didn't put me in the top 6. You didn't put me in the bottom 3, so I'm just kind of chilling in the middle.
Still got a chance.
I like it. I like it, brother. Well, hopefully I get to see you soon, and good luck with the Twins coming up.
Thanks, Guy.
We'll see you soon.
Later.
Later. Stop recording.